From wherever you are, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ian Teka from the School of Engineering, Pursuing Information and Technology. I'm your host for today. Today we have an honor to host the esteemed president of Machakos University, Mr. Yogo. Karibu sana. Thank you for being here. Karibu sana. Yeah. So before we indulge or delve into our discussion, we would like you to give us a sense of the overall feel during the campaigns. How was everything, Mr. Yogo?
So first of all, I'd like to appreciate you people for giving me this chance to come and talk to you.
Okay.
What I want to tell you about campaigns, that it is one of the stressful moments in politics.
Okay.
And then I always tell people that this is not my first time to campaign. I was a school rep in 2022.
Okay.
Last year I was vying for the same position, but I was not fortunate.
Okay.
And then this year I was in the same position.
Wow.
So at least this year, it was not that stressful like last year because I was beginning from some experience. But it's a very stressful moment.
Okay, sure. So who sponsored your campaigns in the?
Also, I did my campaigns alone.
You sponsored yourself?
I sponsored it myself.
Okay, so if you can just mention the budget that was allocated for your campaigns, budget.
Allocated or the amount that I used?
Yes.
There are two different issues. Maybe to clarify.
Yes. Could you share some insights into the budget allocated for your campaigns? Insights.
Well, okay. Well, as I was beginning the campaigns, that is December.
Yeah.
I allocated my campaign to take 150,000.
150,000. Wow.
But then within January,
yes,
there are a lot of things that came, and we had to adjust our budget. So until the end of my campaigns, that is just slightly after the rally, I used 250,000 for the campaigns.
Wow, 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 wow. So how do you deal with the limelight now that right now you are a public figure? Right now ukitembea pale town na kujua kama that guy is our president. So how do you deal with that limelight?
Well, being recognized as a president, first of all,
yes,
is something that is just a very big name, and people expect you to behave in a certain, to have decorum.
Yeah.
You personally, there are some things that I cannot do. There are some things that I cannot do that I used to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now I'm the president and everybody is looking at me. So there's a lot of things. Sometimes lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
So that you match the position.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I have 3 questions for you. I would like you to answer them respectively. Number 1, at what point did you discover your passion for politics and how has been the journey so far? That's my number 1 question. Number 2, when did you first recognize your potential to become the president of Machakos University? That's number 2. Number 3, what were your initial steps after realizing your potential to become the president of Machakos University?
Well, I will just give an overview of a story so that it covers all the questions that you've answered.
Okay, okay.
So, my leadership journey began in high school. I made several attempts, but I was not able to make it. Actually, there was a time I was called and told that because of the numbers you have, because the students listen to you, we cannot afford to give you the position of the chairman of the students. That is secondary.
Yes,
in my high school.
Student leader.
Yes. So they told me that during that time,
yes,
there was a lot of schools being banned, strikes. So they really feared people who were into students.
Yeah.
So I was, I tried the chairperson, but I was not able.
Yeah.
And then I was made to be the dome captain at a point there.
Yes.
So at that point, I was a dome captain, but I was running the presidency office.
Okay.
So just after that, we did our Form 4, and then I had a cousin who was in Maseno.
Yes.
So I told this my cousin that, what do you do, or what should you do if you want to be the president of a university? That is after I was sure that I was going to join a university.
Yeah, yeah.
And this my relative told me that for you to be the president of any association, especially the university or college,
yes,
you must ensure that you begin with the positions that will be there at grassroots level.
Yeah.
That is the class rep.
Yeah, class rep.
Ensure that when you join,
yes,
you are elected the class representative.
Okay.
After that, there is positions like the school rep or the clerk. Now you will be able to determine that.
Okay.
So it was at that point I joined the campus, and then remember I joined having an aspirations of being the president.
Yes.
So I was working towards the presidency.
Yeah.
And that's why another question about the steps that I made.
The initial steps.
Yes. So I began by being the class representative.
Yeah.
Of mechanical. You are from engineering, you understand that we have departments.
Yeah.
So we were sharing a lot of units with electrical, civil. And then I made myself the class rep of the common units.
Yes.
So that everybody could feel what my leadership was like.
Yeah.
So people gain trust, and then in
so you were elected in as the class rep.
I was elected in as the class rep.
Wow.
And then from there, because of the service that I used to do,
yes,
people now began saying that you are fit for the school level. We want you to represent us at the school level. The school level.
Yeah.
So I did that. I gave it a shot.
Okay.
And then that is how I made it to the school representative.
Wow, that is super. Yes. So being a president can actually be demanding. So what really motivates you, or what is going to motivate you now that you are newly elected, so that you can move as the president of a university?
I think what matters is always what you have for the people.
Yeah.
My main interest
is
always to lead the people.
Yeah.
And to guide people.
Yes.
I always say that there's a difference between ruling and leading. The campus has students. Everyone is clever in campus. By virtue of joining a campus is always clever.
Yes.
So what drives me is to give service to these people. I understand that as a president, there's a lot of things, most of the things have to actually pass through so that the students can get it. So my main aim has always been that the people get what they should get. And that is what has made me come back for this position. Because if it was something that I was having some personal interest, then the way I failed last time, I could not be back to politics. But because I know that with that position,
yes,
I will be able to represent people, to ensure that if Ian is to get something, then he will get it.
Yeah.
So that is what is driving me always and keeps me going as the chairperson.
Okay, so what are your three fundamental, maybe let me say fundamental qualities that guide your life? Around three fundamental qualities that guide your life.
What guides my life, number one?
Yes.
Is always acceptance.
Acceptance.
Yes. And I will clarify that.
Yes.
Immediately something happens, whether it is fortunate or it is unfortunate,
you have to accept.
You have to accept. The speed at which you will accept it determines your next move. And it determines how successful your move will be. Okay. So, just for an example.
Yes.
Last year when I tried and I failed, the first thing I did was to accept that it's unfortunate, I've not made it. Now what matters next? And that is why I came back. I accepted that I lost, and I congratulated Rob for that.
Yeah.
So I worked knowing that I lost. I accepted that. Even at this hour,
yes,
when something happens to me currently, now one thing I will always be to accept. So acceptance is a very important because you will not be doing things for the regrets.
Yeah.
Number two, quality that keeps me moving is honesty.
Honesty.
Yes.
Okay.
Personally, I have a little friends. I always call, we branded ourselves Kabudha family.
Okay.
So Kabudha family, we are a family because we have been friends since first year. It is because if I took 100 bob from your house,
yes,
I will always say I took it.
Honesty, yeah.
Honesty.
And transparency.
And transparency.
Yeah.
You tell me what it is. You don't hide me because you want to please me.
Yeah.
So when you tell me that, Yogo, you did this wrong, and I see that it is wrong, we will always argue. And number three is always service delivery.
Service delivery.
Service delivery. Okay. I'm always interested in giving what I can give as you.
Wow.
Yes. Whether I have a position or not.
So service delivery, honesty, acceptance.
Wow.
So thank you so much, Yogo. So according to your manifestos, they were so precise. But I loved your manifestos. They were around 4. So let us talk about the third manifesto that stated, advocate for holistic development. So my question is, can you elaborate on how you intend to advocate for holistic development in our education programs, addressing not only academic, but also emotional, social, physical aspects of student growth? Yeah, that's my first question, basing on the third manifesto, your third manifesto.
So you understand that If you check on the university mission
Yes.
and vision, and you also check on the core values,
Yes.
I think that is something that talks about holistic environment. So number one, you have to understand
Yes.
that as far as our academic is concerned, the mental well-being is also a factor. In fact, I don't think if there is someone who could be in campus if it is not for our mental well-being. So however much we are talking about how will we improve academics, of course, campus we have a lot of freedom. It's not like high school where I will come and tell you that it's time to read, go to dorm.
Yes.
Not that.
Yes.
You are always at liberty.
Yeah.
So mine is to do things that will ensure that if you need that environment, then it will always bring you an environment that you want.
Okay.
For example, I'm always happy when I say that in my tenure
Yes.
as the school representative, engineering was accredited.
Yes.
It's a success.
Yeah.
Many school reps have been there,
Yeah.
many presidents have been there, but it is in my tenure.
Yeah.
Whether I was involved directly or indirectly, but it's in my tenure.
Yeah.
So you understand that Machakos University now we are graduating engineers by ourselves. You understand that back then we never had engineering students, but they were graduating from Kenyan University.
Okay.
So environment that we need
Yes.
is a peaceful environment that includes inclusivity.
Yeah.
We are a community. We are a mixed up community.
Yes.
We are Kisi, we are Luz, Luya, Kamba. There are a lot of communities here.
Yeah.
But what will make us have a holistic environment is also how we include these people.
Yeah.
And that's why I told the people that Yogo is based on competence.
Competence.
If you want to do something, if Yogo has something that needs to be done, you are my friend, but are you competent? If you're not competent, let's give the person who's competent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we also have to ensure that we include the society, so that as a university,
Yes.
we have that environment that our student needs.
Yeah.
There is always part of opposition government, but in university we don't appreciate the fact that there's an opposition government. It is always very wise that you include any other community, whether they lost or won, their problem.
Yeah.
But mine, I always include every other community.
Yeah.
Always include any other person, so long as you are adding value to what we have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love the fact that you have also mentioned your fourth manifesto that stated foster a culture of inclusivity, and I love that so much. So I think I'm almost done. What's your thought on the modus operandi of the new mode of dressing that has been enacted in the tertiary level of education, particularly Machakos University? What's your thought?
Well, we must appreciate decency.
Yes.
And we must also appreciate professionalism.
Yeah.
In our core values, you will find that there is one of them: professionalism, inclusivity, professionalism, accountability. Now, how will you be professional? Okay, just even from the look of things, when someone comes here without knowing any other thing, without you having that, without Yogo being mentioned,
Yes.
actually someone will say that I can give Ian to be the president. Well, because you are presentable. So you must appreciate the fact that decency should be promoted.
Okay.
But when decency comes in and interferes with our culture, when decency interferes with our religion, when decency interferes with our talents, then we have to comment on it.
Okay.
So it's good that people remain decent, but we have also to consider the aspect of culture, religion, and our talents. Okay. Yes, that is to mean, in short, that however much there are some clothes that are denied within the university, but any cloth that promotes the culture of any Kenyan, be it a Masai, a Luo, that should be accepted.
So talking of an attire like Crocs,
what's
your thought on that? Crocs is an open shoe that kama naishi hapo nje ya gate, I can just choose to wear Crocs, get to class, study for an hour or so, get back to my place. Why should they stop us from wearing Crocs, Mr. Yogo?
So that question, I will answer it, but I will also, the way I was answering that, I may not be specific because I am doing my inauguration tomorrow, and my speech contains what you just asking, all of what you are just asking. Okay. So the way I've just told you that I've addressed it at personal level. I have consulted with people. Okay. And I've seen that there are some that affects our culture, some affecting our religion, and some affect our talents.
Yeah.
Which should not be the case.
Yeah.
But the ones that will not be accepted, because we have not had any meeting with the management.
Yes.
So we are going to have the very first meeting after inauguration. We will meet with the management, then we will now begin from there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, as a wrap up, what advice are you going to give the young people, particularly the comrades? I can also term them as those involved in student activism. What advice can you give us?
The advice I can give,
yes,
however much you are trying to fight for something,
yes,
know what you are fighting for. Personally, I've never entertained a student being molested or being harassed, even within the institution.
Yes.
In fact, there was a time last year, I had no power, but I was using the position that I had, that I am the former school leader.
Yes.
So that I just ensure that a comrade is getting what they should get.
Okay.
So at any point, we should not accept the fact that we are fighting for people, but fighting for things that we don't know. So if you're a student activist, know the limits.
Okay.
Yes, because the only person who can fight for a comrade is the person in government. So activists should also liaise with the government, because you understand that I am the recognized chairperson. Maybe Moses and Jen, whatever, at their capacity.
Yeah.
The only person who will talk directly to the management and be heard is the students who are elected. So let any activist bring forth their idea. I have told you that competency is something that I really check on.
Yes.
If your factor is a factor that you can consider, and it is something that you can implement, I will always take it into consideration. So as students, let us appreciate the fact that we have a leadership.
Okay.
And let us also work closely towards unifying our leadership, because you understand that comrades' power is a power that second after God's power.
Yeah.
But if we are divided, then we may not achieve what comrades' power is. Yes. So we have to be united as comrades.
Yes.
And then ensure that we know the right channel that we are going to use.
Comrades' power.
Comrades' power.
So as any parting shot that you'd like to tell us, maybe tell the comrades of Machakos University and all comrades in Kenya.
To comrades of Machakos University.
Yes.
I have a slogan called...
You can tell them.
Oh, yes. I have a slogan that is called Vox Populi, Vox Dei. A program a slogan that means voice of people, voice of God. Anything that I will be doing as a comrade will be something that reflects what the people need. I will not stand up, wake up as Yogo to get decided on something. So to the students of Machakos University, I want to encourage you that this is the government that will be involving. This is a government that is formed by you. And that is why I took my own time to engage even the general public. I know currently we need delegates as part of our elections program, because it is delegates who elect the SGC. But I took my point and my time to engage all other students. They help me in my rallies, just to ensure that we are close to them, and what they need is what I will represent with them. To the comrades of Kenya at large, comrades' power remains a power. And whenever called upon as comrades of the institution, comrades of Kenya, let us walk out in numbers and support the comradeship. That is all I have for you.
Wow. Thank you for your time, President Yogo. Your insights into enhancing student life were so invaluable. I look forward to seeing the positive impact that you're going to raise in your leadership. And for the aspiring politicians, out there, hope you have been inspired by our President Yogo. He's very intelligent, as you have seen. Comrades power. Thank you for your time. This is my YouTube channel. My name is Ian Teka. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Thank you so much for being here. Yogo, thank you so much for coming.
Shukran.
Yeah.
Always consider any other thing, I will be there.
Sawa.